Ryomen Sukuna, the king of curses, the strongest sorcerer of the Heian era and the strongest sorcerer in history. Feared by almost everyone by his raw strength and demonic presence. He doesn't care about anything else than his own leisure and pleasure. In his own words, if I want to eat, I eat. If I see an eyesore, I kill it. And if it entertains me, I throw it a bone. I live according to my own stature. If that can be measured or understood, that's not my problem. This is furthermore proven whenever he gets control over Yuji's body, saying things like, "Where are the people? The woman? Women and children are crawling everywhere like maggots. Marvelous. It will be a massacre." Taking Yuji hostage by ripping out his heart and toying with Megumi until he wakes up and dies. Destroying most of Shibuya and killing people in the process because he loves the thrill of battle. So why am I saying that this monster, Calamity, saved my life, even though his actions are horrific and probably he doesn't even care that he saved my life? In fact, if we were ever to meet in person, he most likely just kill me because he feels like it. To answer this question, we need to look at the fight between the King of Curses and Jogo in Shibuya in episode 16 of season 2 called Thunderclap. This was my favorite episode by far in season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, maybe in the whole franchise. The fight before Sukuna vs Jogo and the stuff that happens with Kusakabe and Panda feel like his own episode. The animation and choreography are simply put top tier. The way they show how powerful Sukuna is by not even breaking sweat against Jogo, that's by no means necessary a small fry, is just amazing. It truly seems that the King of Curses is in a league of his own, and it's even proven more in the episode following up. But the fight itself or the other stuff that happened before is not the reason that this was my favorite episode of whole JJK. But what happened after the fight makes it my favorite, and I call it the last moments of Jogo. After Jogo realizes that he didn't hit Sukuna with his ultimate attack, Sukuna asks, "Why are you not using your domain?" Jogo responds by saying that he knows he was gonna lose in a head-on domain battle. So Sukano asks him again, is it because of Gojo Satoru? And then laughs in his face and calls him a loser for it. But Sukano is getting excited and he's loading up his final attack, telling Jogo to do the same with his best skills. And before we know it, how it's gonna conclude. We cut to a white room with Jogo and the other cursed spirits that died having a conversation. And they talk about several topics, like how humans fear death, and that death is a mirror for humans, and that Mahito is that mirror. But eventually Jogo says in the conversation that we are the true humans. And in the background you hear someone say, "So you want to become human?" Yeah, I know what you mean. Not becoming human literally, more like taking their place, right? That said, it makes it all more foolish. Humans flocking together, curses flocking together. Comparing themselves to those around them leads to weakness and stunts their growth. You should have burned everything you desired to a cinder without thinking, to reach the heights of Satoru Gojo and not worry about the future or identity. But you lack the hunger to take hold of your desires. And this is the moment that Sukano saved my life by saying this to Jogo. I was like 105 kilos, that's like 220 pounds, 5k in debt, living by my parents in a toxic household and working a minimum wage job in a factory that I hated. After this panel, 2 years later, I am in the best shape of my life, no debt, with some money on my name, having my own place, a home, and becoming a team leader at my job in the process. This panel showed me on what I should focus on and what not to, if I want to change my life. To not worry about my identity for who I was, or to find my place in society to fit in and to make friends, because most people are full of shit. To not think about the past and getting revenge for what happened to me, because it's a waste of time that can be used more efficiently. To not worry about the dark future that was ahead of me, because I knew if I kept moving forward in the moment, I will see the light at the end of my tunnel. To not worry about what is good and wrong in this world by society's standards, because most people are not even meeting their own standards, and reject their idea of good and just trust myself my own judgment and intuition for what is right, and to just say fuck it. I have a desire to reach, an ideal, an image of myself that I can obtain. A wise, strong version of me that lasts in the face of adversity and keeps moving forward. An individual that's calm and kind, has knowledge to share to others in need, a mentor figure to look up to. Until then, I will keep losing until I don't, or until I die. That's a fate I'm willing to accept, because there's nothing more that matters to me than this ideal. I already have nothing to lose. You only live once, and you don't get second chances, so you are already all in. And because of this reason, there's no time to worry about things that are out of your control. Burn everything to the ground without thinking, and you will be surprised how far you will come. And all of this, the way I view myself and the way I view the world, is all because of him. Even though I don't agree with his actions and the way he is, his way of thinking, the way he views himself and the world, I think there's some knowledge in it that everybody can use in their own way. And it is already shown with other characters in JJK like Gojo, Megumi, Maki, Mahito, and of course Yuji, with chapter 3 of the manga called For Myself, or episode 2 of the anime. We see it right away when Principal Yaga is testing Yuji, asking Yuji his motives and why he is here, or later on when Gojo schools Megumi after the school exchange event. I also think that's one of Gege's core messages. If you want to obtain success in any shape or form, then you need to have a strong sense of self. But I will make a future video talking more in depth about those two events in particular, because I think there's more to it, so keep an eye on that. But for now, for me at least, with Sukuna vs Jogo, the message landed the hardest, because Sukuna is the embodiment of this, and I felt so related with Jogo in that moment. He told Jogo what he could have been if he had the hunger to take hold of his desires. If he wanted it that bad enough, and I felt like he lectured me too, because I had the same mindset as Jogo, not trusting myself and going all out, even though it means my life, relying too much on others than my own capabilities and shoving responsibilities away, and of course, worrying too much about the future and my identity, rather than accepting myself who I am and working every day to become better like there is no tomorrow. He showed me a way to succeed, a blueprint, a way out. I started using it, and look how far I have come. And I hope that I did the same for you with this video. Stay tuned for more, and peace out.